Give you a very quick update on the status of the Red Sea Reefer 525. Last time I updated you guys, basically just started to cycle the tank. Well, I tested my parameters last night, and the nitrogen cycle is pretty much complete at this point. Ammonia and nitrites are at 0. Nitrates are about 5 ppms, which is interesting because I'm not going to do a water change. This is actually the first time I've done a cycle, and I'm not doing a water change afterwards because I mean it's only 5 ppm. So I am going to get my refugium going, growing some macroalgae, so that should take care of that issue. But it's pretty much almost time to start adding some livestock. You will see that the diatoms are in full effect. They are all over the sand, all over the rock, and it's pretty interesting. I mean, at one point it looks like the tank was just boiling water, the way that the oxygen was coming off the algae as part of the photosynthesis. Yeah, man, tank is going good. I just real quick, one other change I made was I did downgrade my pumps. I originally had the max spec gyres 350s, XF 350s, but they were just too much flow. I couldn't get the flow pattern that I really wanted because they were just too strong. I mean, even running at 20%, they were just kicking up sand everywhere. So I got the XF 330s, and those seem to be working out very, very well. I really like those pumps, the adjustability. I mean, each side is basically 2 pumps in one, so you have 2 on that side and 2 on that side, so you can adjust them individually, so you can have one pointing up, one pointing down, so you can pretty much get whatever flow pattern that you're looking for. I did add some live rock into the sand to basically seed it, so I have, in addition to the 60 pounds of carob sea rocks, I did go to a couple fish stores, and I bought I think I went to 2 fish stores, and I bought rocks from each one just to increase the diversity. So that one in the center, this one in front, and there's one more in the back. I am a big believer of introducing as much microfauna and critters to the tank as possible. I'm not going to get into that whole debate of dry rock versus live rock, but as long as you introduce a diverse population of critters, that's setting you up for long-term success, I believe. So I just finished drilling a tank, or a hole in my wall here, which is basically for right now I have the chiller, which is going into the garage, and my ATO will eventually be going through this hole as well. So I'm going for super quiet for this build, so I figured if I was planning on having my ATO in the garage, I might as well do the chiller in there too. So I just made the hole a little bit bigger than what I originally planned for. So that should give me enough room to put in all the cables and all the probes that's going to be connecting to the apexes. I'm going to be monitoring the reservoir levels. So cool stuff. I still have to do the backboard to do all my electronics. I haven't even put up my apex or any other things really. I mean, I just have the electronics for the pumps and the light just hanging right now. But they will be all mounted nice and neat once I get all the plumbing done. And pretty much it's time to get some cleanup crew in the tank, getting rid of these diatoms. The water is a little hazy. I mean, I know I'm pretty sure it'll clear up over time. I mean, I really didn't wash anything. I didn't wash the sand. I didn't wash the rocks. I didn't wash the sand that I'm using in the sump. So up top, the sand I'm using is Tropic Eden's mini flakes, and in the bottom I went with a finer grain sand, which is the Carib Sea Bahamas Oolite. So I want to get as much surface area as possible for denitrifying bacteria, so that's why I went with a very fine grain sand down there. I think there's about 80 pounds, believe it or not, in this small section. It actually took 80 pounds of sand in there. So that's pretty much it. I think next video might be actually adding a fish in this tank. I mean, the parameters are ready for it, so yeah, it's going to be pretty exciting. Alright guys, any questions, just post them below, and until next time, I'll see you.